Black women, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, okay? Black men don't like us. They don't like you. They don't like me. It's just what it is. And you have to accept the reality of that. And what you decide to do with that information is on you. Do you think that a man that liked you would see you working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, coming home working, taking care of kids, going to school, getting a degree, paying bills?
Wait, what? What's going on here?
They don't like us. They see us as workhorses, mules, the backbone. I don't want to be a man's backbone. I want to be his helpmate. I can't help you pay no bills. I'm not doing any of that.
Wait, she said that black men don't like us. And when she says us, she's talking about black women, right? But the reasons she gives don't make any sense whatsoever. In her words, any man who expects her to pay bills does not like her. But I'm already seeing where this is going. I mean, just check out a few of these hashtags here on the right side. Dust free. Here, interracial marriage, swirl life, swirl love. Let me see here. Age gap dating, or no, age gap relationship. Of course, she is probably married to some like old white dude. We all know where this is going, right? I'm going to listen to the rest of this.
I'm not doing it. You think that he cares about you? He tolerates you. And the reason that he tolerates you is because what you can do for him, which is help him pay those bills. You're working 2 or 3 jobs and he's working 1. He don't like you. I know that they don't like me, which is why I open my options. But they don't like us. You need to get that through your head. Black women are seen generally in society as a pillar of strength, as being resilient, as being independent. Women of other races and cultures are not seen that way. They're seen as soft, fragile, and delicate. Do you think that a man that sees you as a pillar of strength is going to cherish you?
That's a totally different subject. Black men who value marriage, and most black men marry black women, the black men who get married, do not go look for strong women. No, in fact, they want the opposite of that. What it sounds like here is we have a woman who couldn't get what she wants, and here she is. This is her resort.
They don't like us. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but they don't like us. And I know that there's going to be a social justice warrior or a big back Barbara the Builder that's going to come on here trying to debate with me. I'm not here to debate or argue with you. You can argue with your beauty supply wig and your lamb chop eyelashes. Black men don't like us. They don't like you. They don't like me. They don't like us.
All right, that's it. So she says, listen, a black man who likes me wouldn't want me to pay bills, wouldn't want me to work, wouldn't want me. I'm assuming she doesn't pay any bills, and she believes that if a man likes you, then he wouldn't expect you to do any of that stuff. But the only problem is that the majority of women in this country, regardless of the race of man that they're dating, married to, are contributing in some form or fashion to the bill. I think like close to 45% of women today are breadwinners, and they're getting pretty close to being about half. This makes absolutely no sense. This is something else. This isn't somebody who just prefers and says, hey, I prefer to date outside my race. No, this is somebody who's made dating outside of their race their whole brand. You know, people who announce, and I've seen black men do this too, and we see black women do it all the time online. You especially see it with these delusional female swirlers who make it their entire life's mission to lock down a white man. Listen, you know where I stand on this topic. I think everyone should go where they're appreciated regardless of race. Dating, relationships are hard enough already. But when it becomes your whole personality, you know, then it starts to get weird. Quick break here to talk about the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. One of the expert attorneys in our prenup guide explains a dangerous myth, which is that a lot of people think that you don't need an experienced attorney to draft your prenup. Some people even try to draft their prenups themselves and are shocked when the judge throws that prenup out in court. At fathershaverights.com, we've made it easy to learn how to get a prenup. Our expert attorneys explain everything in clear, easy to understand language. Click the link pinned to the top of the comment section and join the hundreds of men protecting their future marriages the right way. Like, just check out this video, how I benefit from my husband's white privilege.
I want to tell the girls a secret. No, I want to tell them a secret that Black women know that are married to affluent white men. That we get to ride on the coattails of your white privilege. We get to ride on the coattails of your white privilege. You know what
We get to ride on the we get to ride on the cocktails of your white privilege. Whoa.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. You talk about it all the time. So, yeah.
Look at that smile. She's like, I love that white privilege.
What do you think about that?
Do I think it exists or do I?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think
Well,
about
I didn't until you started showing me.
the white privilege that you have?
Yes.
And
I mean, to me, it's everyday stuff.
Yeah. Because
To me, it's like everything's normal. And you keep saying, I'm getting white privilege. For example, we went to a place to get our your membership back. She went 5 times, five times, and the guy never returned a phone call. So I go there, and I didn't expect this to be white privilege. I just thought this was normal ops. So I go there, and I start explaining to the lady at the front desk, and then she starts entering all this stuff, sending an email to the guy, and he called me back almost, shortly.
A good old white privilege.
it was resolved immediately on site.
And to me, it was just everyday stuff.
No, that's white privilege.
Isn't this weird? Isn't this a little strange? Guys, I understand there's been discord surrounding relationships and dating, especially within the Black community. Black men have very, very strong opinions about what they expect. And of course, you have Black women who chime in. And like I've always said, the Black men and the Black women who are willing to do the work and improve themselves, understand what it takes to bring to the table what the other person values, they will find each other. The rest of the people will end up figuring out other solutions or ways to justify their failures. Like this chick was like, our only hope is to accept that since Black men don't want to pay all our bills, then they must hate us.
I definitely think that white privilege is different for white men and white women, but I didn't realize the fullness or the scope of it until we got together.
Well, it's just me, baby. It's
I just know that there were certain things that you would ask for, and I would be like, I cannot believe he's asking for this.
yeah.
It's so many things, and it's like they just give it to you. I feel like if I asked for it, I would be questioned. Even something as simple as like when we go out and, there may be some wines that you want to taste. You could taste 5 or 6 different wines. May I have a taste? And they just bring it to you. But if I did that, I feel like I would be perceived as trying to get something free or not having proper dining etiquette or not being cultured or something like that.
I didn't realize all that was going on.
Because you have white privilege. That's the point.
He's like, okay, I guess, yes, I guess I did.
It's white privilege.
Okay.
What about the Delta thing when they pick you up at the jet bridge in the car? Do you think that was white privilege or your status?
No, that was status. That's what they told me anyway.
Well, I looked it up, and you're actually supposed to pay for that service. It's $500.
Really?
Yes.
I never had to pay.
Exactly.
To me, I don't see it any other way, but maybe it's because I'm white.
It's definitely because you're white.
I think what's also interesting about chicks who do content like this is they get online talking about how little they work and how they have everything paid for, when the honest truth is she's working right now, right? Like this whole thing she's doing, releasing content. I'm sure she does this pretty consistently, probably mentors other chicks. You're working. You can't just believe what people choose to show you on screen. I remember there was one couple, I don't know if you guys remember the couple where she pretended like she was living a soft life and then got into a fight with him like on live or something like that and ended up cursing him out and exposing their whole relationship and said she was paying for everything and he was broke. You just can't believe everything you see. Let's check out a few of these comments here, what the people have to say. Let's get back to this first video. Top comment here says, my Black husband loves me, going on 27 years. Somebody responded back and says, give me his Instagram. Let me see his digital footprint. Then I will give you the results. And so this is part of the reason why a lot of married couples don't want to share anything positive online at all, because you have bitter women who just don't believe this. And, you also have it on the other side, but definitely more with women. And there are whole videos of women describing why they don't talk about their happy relationships, because nothing's ever enough, just like nothing's ever enough in this situation. Unless if you're paying all her bills. She doesn't want to be a helpmate. The Bible says, your wife is a helpmate. She says no, right? Probably doesn't agree with that as well. This next comment here says that they like us, they'll use us, they'll build with us and procreate with us, but they'll love and cherish one of them. That's because we're a reflection of what he hates within himself and within his mother, whatever that means. At the end of the day, I think when it comes to the conversation of what Black men are looking for within the dating market, they've been very clear and honest. And the simple fact is the women who are willing to do the work and the men who are willing to do the work are getting married. I see it happening all the time. This next comment here says, my Black husband loves me. Somebody else here says, ma'am, delete your IG and seek therapy. Another person here says, in my heart, ... I agree.
You dusties and dust bunnies expect for me to sit here quietly while you disrespect me? Let's address the elephant in the room, pun intended.
So I guess she's calling this chick out here for being fat.
So you can come on my post and call me a skeleton and say I'm malnourished, but you're the victim when I call you a big back beluga whale? You want to skinny shame me, say I'm fat shaming you. Nah, partner. It don't work like that around here. It seems like y'all think that because I'm married to a white man that I'm not going to clap back. But I'm here to tell you that I'm not that. I may not have been raised in the hood, but I definitely got some hood in me. And the way you come at me on my post determines if you're going to get the OG version or the new version. If you don't like the content, just keep scrolling. I wouldn't go on your page or on anyone else's page and make a comment about content that I didn't like. I would just keep scrolling. Content creators don't owe you silence. We owe you truth. And the truth that we owe you is our truth. Because I'm going to keep clapping back respectfully and as always, dust free. I'm Asata, your hypergamous dating auntie, empowering women to break dusty relationship patterns.
Hypergamous dating auntie. I mean, this isn't nothing new. When I see a video of somebody who says, hey, I decided to date outside my race because I just feel more appreciated. I feel like I can connect with an Asian woman better, or with a white woman better, or with a white man if you're a woman, and with a Black man if you're a white woman who wants to date a Black man, right? I get those type of videos, but this is just absurd. This whole thing is absurd.
Daily discipline and goal should at least be to get up and make yourself look presentable to the world. That should be your daily goal. If you struggle with not doing that, that should be.
Okay, so we've got the confirmation. Audio, Shira7, right here. She even tagged her in the video. This woman is a witch. Guys, you think I'm trying to insult this chick here? First of all, a lot of women follow her for dating advice, right? A lot of modern women follow her for dating advice, and she's actually a witch, a practicing witch. This is one of modern women's role models, guides, and I don't trust any woman with these things right here, what I call crazy girl makeup. You see a chick with these markings on her face, then I would stay far, far away. And also, I want to encourage you guys, like, you got to be careful out here dating, and you want to know what these women believe, what they're into, because they could be in some weird sorcery. And there's only one true defense against that, and that is prayer. So you're given wisdom from Jesus to avoid these wicked, wicked chicks out here. Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.